それは嫌だな。ああ、そうか。僕から会いに行けばいいのか。君の粘り勝ちだよ。
Not the episode that we wanted, but the episode that we needed, my friends. If you had told me originally, it's kind of like a bait and switch. If you had told me originally that when we started the Two Perfect Saint, that the main character wasn't actually going to truly be Philia, but it was actually going to be Mia, her sister, I would have thought that that would be a little crazy because the way that it was introduced to us was Philia is 100% our MC, right? She's our main character. She's the one that we are following and everything else. But really, the main character has slowly transitioned into Mia, and I think this show is better for it. Like, as I was watching this episode, it is truly just Mia doing her thing, figuring out how to save the kingdom, figuring out how to save where she's from, using the now like secluded prince to her benefit, figuring out how she can kind of like unlock his potential, get him out from the place that he's been in for several years. He's been stuck in solitude now for about 12 years, which is a crazy amount of time to be stuck in solitude. And she's figuring out, okay, how can I get him out? So she basically just takes the annoying route. She goes in and she decides that she's just going to visit him incessantly. She's going to visit him nonstop. She's going to try and be very real with her. And for the most part, she's being the real version of herself. She's not holding her tongue. She's not holding back. She's not holding back what she thinks of Julius. She's not holding back what she thinks of the state of the kingdom. She's not holding back the conversation that she's having with the brothers, past attendant. She is just being the real version of herself. And eventually she finally finds a way to get through to him because she has a moment where she's talking about failure and she's talking about the things that she wishes she could do. And her failure was never living up and never being her sister. And it really struck a chord not only in him to the point to where the brother finally admitted at the end of like, I think you finally got through to me, Miss Mia. It also kind of got through to her in a way as well too. So I really, really liked the way I like what the episode did, and I like the way that it kind of transitioned into Mia kind of being the owner of the show. The other thing I really like too is Philia put together a plan, and her plan is to have magic convergence, essentially, basically where magic can go back and forth between multiple people through a specific spell. That way she can increase the barrier to not only cover the country that they're in, but cover the continent that they're in, to basically push monsters out of all the neighboring countries. And how Panacorta, which is where she is currently at, is going to benefit and reap the benefits from that is all the other countries, even the ones who have saints themselves, are going to be able to, or going to have to, owe Panacorta a favor, or like, an IOU for basically saving their bacon, because they're all feeling the pain of the demon, infestation, essentially. So I like that was curated as well too. And for Philia, her kind of reward for not this, but for what she's done so far, is to go and help the other kingdom where her sister is at. So Oswald and a select few, select groups of soldiers are going to go and assist them with their issues as well, to be able to help Philia help Mia, essentially, because Philia is finding her voice now. She's finding her emotions. She's changing to a different person, and that person is able to finally speak up, which I think is really cool too. And on top of everything else, you'll see hints that she has a budding romance with Oswald as well too. And then now it's potential that Mia could have a budding romance with the prince that is finally deciding to get off of his butt, which I think is really cool too. So again, from the beginning of the video, not the episode we necessarily wanted. Moments, sprinkles of boringness, but overall, like, just the core story and what it's covering is just so good that it definitely overruns. Even if I did feel like a little bored at times, it overruns that. And it's because like the content is so good that when it gets good, it gets really it gets really good. And I think that is an awesome thing to be able to watch. So to sum it up, the Two Perfect Saint, this was episode number 7. I think this was a really, really, really solid 8 out of 10 episode. And the Two Perfect Saint continues to be one of the gems and highlights of the season so far that nobody is essentially talking about, at least that I see in my hemisphere of being online. I never see this show come up in conversation at all on TikTok or on Twitter or on Instagram or any of the social platforms. At least, again, in my hemisphere of, feeds, I never see it come up. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. As always, make sure you guys leave me with a like before you guys leave, and I'll see you next week. Peace.